This is the best egg fried rice recipe you can find online. Uncle Roger challenged me to make egg fried rice, and I didn't impress him. I didn't impress you, and I'm very sorry. The soy sauce, the sesame oil, makes love with the egg fried rice.
Hiya, don't use make love and egg fried rice in same sentence. That's how Uncle Roger get fired from Chinese restaurant.
But today, I call the best in business, Marion from Marion's Kitchen. Hello, Marion.
Hello, Vincenzo.
And you're gonna make what?
I'm gonna make the best egg fried rice on the internet.
Are you guys ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
The best fried rice. Machine fried rice is not very tasty.
So the ingredients for my Chinese egg fried rice, I'm actually going to start off by making the barbecue pork because I think that's the best way to get the best flavor. So I have here my pork shoulder. Now this is often sometimes in the US also sold as Boston butt. And the reason why it's so great is there's lots of connective tissue in here. It's a little fatty as well so that the pork is really tender and juicy. The rest of the ingredients for the barbecue pork is quite simple. There is some hoisin sauce, some brown sugar, soy sauce, oyster sauce, 5-spice, which gives you that lovely Chinese flavor. There is also Chinese Shaoxing wine, some garlic, and you need the red food coloring to give you that bright red pop that you get in like a classic Chinese restaurant egg fried rice. And you also need a little bit of honey for sweetness. For my fried rice, I have day-old cooked rice. Now I know Uncle Roger will agree with me on this. We don't agree on everything, by the way, Uncle Roger. But this part we agree on. We want day-old cooked rice so it's nice and dry. I have some onion and garlic, which forms the base of the flavor. I'm gonna also put in some peas and carrots and some spring onion. Of course, I've got my eggs. And for me, the flavoring of a classic Chinese egg fried rice only needs a few simple things. So just soy sauce, a little sugar, and a little bit of Chinese Shaoxing wine. Not too much, Vincenzo.
Generous with the soy sauce.
Okay, enough. Enough.
Generous.
Enough. Hi. Stop.
Yeah,
Stop. Enough. Hi. That's too much soy sauce.
So here's the pork, and the great thing about this pork is that it's a really good economical cut. So it always comes in this rather large piece. So you have to break it down to make your Chinese barbecue pork. And it means you could probably get lots of different meals out of this. So you could use some of this for your Chinese barbecue pork. You could use some in a ragu. You could use some in a stir fry. So it's a really great piece that goes a long way. Okay, now I just want some nice, small, long pieces. And that'll probably do. So you can use this for anything you like or pop it in the freezer, or you could actually make lots of this barbecue pork, cook it and then put it in the freezer, and then you've got basically, you know, Asian pancetta in your freezer to use whenever you like.
Are you trying to say to me that you're gonna make a carbonara with Asian pancetta?
You know, you've just given me a great idea.
Oh my God.
Next video! For the Chinese pork marinade, I'm going to start off with some hoisin sauce, brown sugar, soy sauce, oyster sauce. For me, these are all like pantry staples, so I would always have these ingredients in my pantry. But if you're someone who's new to Asian cooking, it might be something that you need to search out online or find from your Asian grocery store. This is Chinese 5-spice. It's a blend of spices like cinnamon and star anise and pepper and cardamom. But it's just easier if you buy the blend rather than trying to mix it yourself. I do have a video actually on how to make Chinese 5-spice from scratch if you want to do it, but the store-bought is totally fine. There's some garlic, a little bit of Shaoxing Chinese cooking wine, and some honey. So this marinade is all about things being sweet and salty. And then the final little bit of magic is some red food coloring, which it's just every Chinese classic barbecue pork is red. Your mind is trained for it to be that color. So for me, it looks more delicious when it's that color. Doesn't actually add flavor.
So let me ask you a question. So is that like normal to use this? Like I would never use something like this
Totally.
in Italian cuisine, but
I think that probably originally the traditional version might not have, like 100 years ago or whatever,
Yes.
might not have had the red food colouring, but we're so used to now seeing those beautiful bright red strips of pork in the
Right.
Chinese Cantonese restaurant. And so now when I'm looking for barbecue pork,
You want that.
You want to see the colour, the glistening red colour, otherwise it doesn't give you the same, like, you know, feels.
You might say, oh, it's not authentic.
Something like that, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So at home, and you know what's really cool? If you want to keep it really natural, so this is the natural food colouring, but
Yeah.
you could also use beetroot powder, which you can get
Okay,
from a health
yeah,
food store if
yeah.
you wanted to do it that
I
way
like
too.
that.
Yep, red food colouring. I like to put a lot in there.
Okay, I can see you do.
Vibrant.
It's like how much soy sauce I like to put in my egg fried rice.
Yes, I noticed that. Vincenzo. You know what? We'll get the real fried rice expert later. We'll get my Mama Noi to come.
I'm to be the judge, not you, Uncle Roger. Uncle Roger, I know better than you. I'm to be the judge.
Hiya.
She might not
The
like
authentic
mine.
Uncle
She
Roger.
might not like mine either.
Well, we'll see.
We'll
Pressure is
see.
on.
I know.
Oh, look how red it is. Looks like blood.
It does. Okay, then this goes in. And now to get the best flavour and the best colour, it's really good if you can leave this to marinate overnight. If you're a little bit unorganised, like a few hours is fine, but overnight is better. So I did make one in preparation yesterday. So here is my pork that's got all the lovely colour soaked up in there. So now I just need to roast it. Best way to do this is to put lots of foil down on the bottom. Because this is such a sweet marinade, it can burn and no one wants to be scrubbing a tray when they're doing the dishes. So foil on the bottom, and then place your pork down. Look at that colour already, so exciting. Okay, and I'm going to keep this marinade because I'm going to brush the pork as it roasts. So here's our pork. It's lovely and kind of charry just at the edges, and I want it just cooked through the center. I don't want it overcooked because again we have to stir fry it through the fried rice as well, and I don't want it to dry out, but that looks amazing. Now I'm just going to let this rest for a few minutes before I slice it. Now just before we get started on cooking the fried rice, I'm going to mix my eggs first of all. So I want a couple of eggs here. I'm going to put a little pinch of salt in my eggs as well. Now, of course, the secret for me, and this is the secret for any kind of stir frying, is that the stuff that happens in the wok happens very quickly. So what you want to do is make sure that you've got everything ready to go before you start doing the stir frying. So you might want to know how you can tell if your pork is cooked through before you slice into it. So if you take a small knife and then insert it into the pork here on the side, touch your top lip, which is very sensitive, and if the tip of the knife is warm, then you know the pork is cooked through. If it's cold, you haven't cooked it through, so put it back in the oven. Okay, see how good this is. This is so great. So you have this beautiful red color around the outside, but you can still see that that pork is really nice and juicy through the middle. Perfect.
This is so beautiful, Marion. Smells so good. Oh, wow.
Thank you. Do you want to try it? It's so nice when it's warm out of the oven.
I can just eat these.
Yes, pick it
Forget
up.
about
You
the
try.
rice.
You try.
So moist.
It's really
Full
juicy.
of flavors, very juicy. I didn't expect that.
And actually, if you want to do it the easy way, you can buy this pork from
Already
like
done.
a Chinese restaurant already done, so you can do it that way. I do find the pork from the Chinese restaurant, they're often a little bit dry. So if you do it
This is
yourself,
juicy,
juicy.
tender, full of flavors. Wow.
And not very difficult.
You changed my life today.
Yay!
Uncle Roger, today is the day you lose your challenge. Come on, Marion, let's do it.
Okay, I'm excited. So the really important thing about fried rice
Yes.
is actually the cooking. So for me, it has to be a wok. It has to be a seasoned wok because you're getting that beautiful smoky wok hay flavor.
Yeah,
So this is my wok. I designed this wok. It's called the Mako wok.
it's beautiful.
Thank you. I gave Vincenzo one.
You
He
gave me one, and I
kindly used it.
love it so much.
But look, if you don't have a wok at home, because I'm not like Mr. Roger, Uncle Roger, Mr. Roger. I got his name wrong. That's even worse.
Hiya.
I'm not like Uncle Roger. I like everyone to be included. So even if you can't use a wok, a big, large frying pan so you get that evaporation and the hard sear is all good.
It will do the job.
It will do the job, and I have a secret ingredient at the end to help you get the smoke.
But I think the best thing for you to do is just to get a wok, especially Marion's kitchen wok. Go on their website, get it, and change your life.
He's too
I
nice.
think it's, I mean, why would you use a fake? Just go for the real thing, you know?
Get the proper wok.
Get the
Make the
proper
good
one,
fried
yeah.
rice. So you want the wok to be scary hot. Add in the oil. And then we go in with the onion.
The onions.
Onion.
Uncle Roger always says that you need to use shallots. Onions is for the poor.
Oh,
And
well-
we poor.
I think Uncle Roger is making too much money on YouTube.
Maybe he is. So no shallots?
No, it's onion. The onion is the flavor that I want. And plus, for me, fried rice is not fancy food.
I agree
It's
with you.
Every man's food. Just
Uncle
use the
Roger,
onion.
your head is too big now. You're with the shallots. Come on.
Garlic. Make sure the garlic is roughly chopped. If it's too fine, like French fine dining chop, it's going to burn in the pan.
So I like to crush my garlic.
No,
Why not?
no.
Oh my God.
You
So
put
you're reacting to me.
I am reacting to you. No, I want the garlic to be chunky, but I don't want it to burn in here,
Okay.
you see. Now I'm going to put my pork in as well that we made earlier.
Smells so good.
Okay, and then I'm going to push all of this around.
So all of them together,
All of them
make
together.
enough together, and they don't burn. Like the garlic is not burning.
And no burning. I'm going to put a little bit more oil just in the side here. Don't be afraid of the oil. Asian people are not afraid of the oil. A little bit egg here on the side. And I'm just going to let that egg set a little bit. Now, if you've got a really good wok or a really good pan, your egg won't stick. So you just flip it over, just like that. Beautiful. And then break it up into the rest of your ingredients. Okay, I'm going to put some vegetables in here, some carrot, a little bit of the peas for some colour. Look at that colour already, it's so nice. I get excited about fried rice. Okay, and in goes my rice. A little bit of soy sauce here. So this is Chinese light soy sauce, which is the everyday Chinese soy sauce. See how I'm pouring it around the side? So that is making sure that the soy sauce liquid evaporates straight away rather than stewing in the pan. And then a little bit of sugar, just for a little bit of flavour. The important thing for me is I don't want the rice to be too dark. So I'm just going to put some salt in here rather than going overboard on the soy sauce. And that's it for seasoning.
Wait, Marion, wait. Now I'm confused. Uncle Roger always says you need MSG, you need salt, this, that, it needs to be salty.
I will sneak some MSG into MSG and then sprinkle MSG on MSG, make MSG better. This is like tongue twister.
Now, I probably put too much MSG and too much soy sauce in my egg fried rice, but where is the MSG?
You know what? My mum and myself, we don't put MSG in our home fried rice.
Why?
I think the flavour, if you get the combination of the soy sauce and the wok hay flavour, that's all you need. You know?
Do you think MSG is cheating it?
It's cheating it. I mean,
Uncle Roger, you're a
there you
cheater!
go. There you go. If I put MSG in my fried rice, my mother, she would kill me.
I can't believe it. I can't believe he's been teaching us the wrong way.
It's look this Uncle Roger's way. It's not my way.
I like your way.
And see, so everything, the rice grains are just beautifully coated. Nothing sticky in here. It's just beautiful, beautiful fried rice. It's not too dark, just the right colour.
So my egg fried rice was very, very dark. Very, very dark.
It was very dark.
And everyone made a comment. It was very salty and I liked it. But yeah, now this is an important thing to learn, the color.
I still thought your fried rice looked delicious, Vincenzo.
Too kind. Thank you so much.
It's what it tastes like. If you like it, you like it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I'm going to enjoy yours more.
One last thing I almost forgot, spring onion. And to me, this is a perfect fried rice. So I'm going to plate it up in some bowls. Now, one last thing, if you haven't cooked your fried rice in the wok and you don't have that smoky wok hay flavour, you can use a little bit of sesame oil. So that's my little tip. Just a little drizzle at the end will give you that little bit of smokiness that you would get from a wok fried rice. Cheers.
Cheers to you. Ooh, let's see how this is.
I hope you like it.
Delicate. Beautiful flavors. This pork is, wow, the bomb.
The rice texture
rice.
is important, right? Because it's all about the rice. The rice should be, the texture should be chewy, not sticky, and it should be about showing off the rice. So it's really just about a nice seasoning, you know, and a few flavors and being judicious with the ingredients and the rice to be the star of the show.
You're so romantic. It's so good.
I get excited about rice.
And the fact that the rice is separated from each other is a good sign.
This is the thing. It's the texture that's important, you see.
So I can get one single rice individually. I always say simplicity. Simplicity at its best. This is how you please your belly, how you please your family, how you please your partner.
Thanks, Vincenzo.
Why you make things complicated when you can have such an amazing like fried rice?
I agree.
Why do you need MSG? It's full of flavors.
That's right.
Who are we to say that? We
Who
need
are we,
someone
exactly?
who can say to us, this is good or bad.
We
And
need
that's your mom.
the expert.
We need the expert.
Look good color. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna be the judge. Very tasty fried rice. The best fried rice internet. Internet people make this fried rice. Marion is the best. MSG in fried rice is not very tasty. I don't put MSG in the fried rice. Why you have to put MSG? This is beautiful. Hi, Uncle Roger.
Marion, thank you so much for introducing me to the right way I have egg fried rice. Sometimes I go to the restaurants and the pork is so hard, you know, it's so
dry.
Dry and,
Now you know.
oh my God, your mom approved it. How do you feel?
I feel very relieved.
Yeah? I can't believe it.
It's good.
It is good, it's really good. So
hard to impress him.
I have to say, I've learned a lot today, but the wok is very
Thanks.
important detail. So I'm glad I have your wok, and I can't wait to go home and try it.
Yay!
So Marion's Kitchen is the place you have to visit when you want to have amazing food, okay?
And also, we did a video on my channel with Vincenzo, so you want to come and watch that as well.
Maybe not. She made a one-pot lasagna. Do not watch it. I don't want your kids to learn how to make this.
You definitely need to see Vincenzo's reaction to the one pot, no bake.
Oh, no bake. I forgot about the important detail. Anyway, let's concentrate on this beautiful dish. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this episode. We will see you on the next Vincenzo's Plate video recipe. Please write a comment below and ask Marion, come back, do more for us. We love you. Write a comment now. E ora si mangia. Vincenzo's Plate. No, Marion's Plate.
Vincenzo's plate.
Marion's Plate.
Vincenzo's plate.
Bye.
Bye.